Hi, my name is Mike. This is part 2 of your redemption is drawing near. So, who is rider 1 then? That is answered in Revelation 6:7-8. When the Lamb opened the 4th seal, I heard the voice of the 4th living creature say, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a pale horse. Its rider was named Death, and Hades was following close behind him. They were given power over a fourth of the earth to kill by sword, war, famine, and plague, and by the wild beasts of the earth. So a big clue to the 3 riders are here. It speaks of sword, war, seal 2, famine, seal 3, and plague, which I believe is seal 1. But is there any more clues to lead you to believe seal 1 is plague or pestilence? Yes, first let's look at seal 1, Revelation 6:1-2. I watched as the Lamb opened the first of the 7 seals. Then I heard one of the 4 living creatures say in a voice like thunder, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a white horse. Its rider held a bow, and he was given a crown, and he rode out as a conqueror bent on conquest. What is it that John is seeing? Remember, most of Revelation is symbolic. For example, lamb represents Jesus Christ. Beasts represent kings or kingdoms. The New Testament was written in Greek. So let's look up the meanings of what the rider is wearing on his head. A crown. Did you know in Greek, crown is, and I'll spell it due to censorship, Korone, or in Latin, Corona. Have you heard that before? And bow in Greek is toxon. The ancient Greek archer's tool of war was the toxon. He made his arrows obviously deadlier by dipping his arrows in poison. Toxon, poison. But over time the word came to refer to poison itself. So let's put all together. A rider on a white horse. White seems good, but is in fact bad, as a false impression of something good. Crown means Korone in Greek or Corona in Latin, and bow is toxin or poison, arrow tip dipped in poison, which I believe is what we've seen in the last 2 years, pestilence or plague. So that's the first rider. Second rider, like I said, is war, Ukraine versus Russia, which leads to the third rider, the increase in prices. You see wheat, barley, other things are increasing in price. It says it's obviously it's going to get worse and worse as time goes on. So each of the 4 riders are riding now. The 4th rider being death, obviously due to the 3 above, plague, war, and famine, which will intensify as the birth pains get worse and worse, just as Jesus described in Matthew 24:6-8. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you're not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of birth pains. And in Luke 21, it talks of pestilences as well. Remember, the end of birth pain is when the child is birthed and caught up. Revelation 12:1-5, which I'll read in my next part. God bless you all. Bye-bye.